Hello guys, how's it going? And welcome to another video of the channel. And today I just feel like talking about what does it feel to have Demon NT, particularly Demon Blast, which is NINTE. And for those of you who don't know, hello, my name is Miguel, and I am an OP, Objective Personality member, and I've been one since last year. In March was when I got typed finally, and my final OP typed is Double Feminine SCFI. Consume, sleep, play, blast. So today we're going to talk about what is it to have Demon NT, particularly Demon NT Blast. So this is something that I very rarely tell anyone, because it's something that it's really like, I feel really ashamed for that. Why? Because ever since I was a kid, I was in a way praised by me being intelligent. So I loved to wear that label throughout school, and because I managed to get good grades, and I managed to understand things more quickly than most kids. I thought that I was a smart kid, and I thought that being a smart kid would get me things in life that I wanted really easily. But then we got into adulthood and we see that that's not the case. uh, but the truth is that even though I love to identify myself as a smart person, um, there are some times when I'm unable to sort a problem out. There are times when I am unable to figure out something. And also, there's times, especially in conversations with other people, that they start to talk about, let's say, politics, and they start to come up with all of these technicisms that I find really hard to grasp. And the only thing that I'm thinking when I'm faced with that situation is, gee, I mean, I need to consume all of that stuff and see what all of that really means so I can have a halfway decent conversation. But also happens something very funny, and I think that that has to do with having feminine sensory. Um, and that is that I can memorize those concepts if I want. I can understand them, but when I try to communicate them, it's like they just disappear. Like that bridge between what I think and what I want to convey and what I'm actually conveying gets completely, it disappears. It just fades away, and I am unable to know what is it that I am trying to say, and I try to use other words and I try to reconstruct my phrases in the moment, and that is seen as clumsy, that come across as clumsy, and people just shake their heads because they're not understand a thing of what I say. And when they get something is because they like create their own perception of the things that I'm trying to say, and they twist things around, and they start to like get mad at me for saying something that I really don't mean to, but they give that interpretation in their heads, and it's really hard to find the way uh, to get the words out properly in a way that that other people are able to understand me. And that makes me feel stupid. That makes me feel dumb. that makes me feel incompetent. And yes, I might be a double decider, but feeling or being called out as stupid, as incompetent, as not good enough is hurtful. It still fucking hurts, and it still gets to me. You know, it still gets to me, and that's one of my, in a way, like decider fears that I have, is that people realize that I am stupid. It's like, what if I am stupid? And I am really limited on my intelligence, and I'm just putting a front on people. And one day people are going to figure out that I am dumb, you know? And that's something that has run my subconscious mind for a while. And I am really afraid to talk about that because it's something that is pretty vulnerable to me. I don't want to be deemed as stupid. And I've been trying lately to analyze how that relates to my anti demon. And it makes sense because basically, when you're a single observer, you have like half of the board is missing. So that makes you feel like really clumsy. Really, really clumsy in one way or another. Whether you're an EP or an IJ, you are going to feel really clumsy and like you're really dumb when you go through certain stuff that is control chaos related, because like I told you, you're missing half of that information board in a way. And in my case, it's even more complicated than that because I am a very IJ-ish type of EP, because I have access to my masculine and I by sleep. But when it's time to get that blast muscle going, that's when shit comes down. And when I listen to many blasters talk and communicate and teach things, and being able to just go through their known information like it's nothing, it really has, that really has the potential to make me feel stupid, like really, really dumb. Like I should know better, like I should be able to communicate better, like I should be able to teach things better, like I should be able to retain things better, and not the things like the structure of the order in which those things are communicated. I should be able to retain. And when that structure disappears each time that I'm trying to communicate and give my opinion, it really gets to me sometimes. You know, it really gets to me. And it's hard sometimes to shake those feelings off. And that's why sometimes when even I'm on the, even that happens to me in the OP groups, that it's like this consume thing, that I don't have nothing interesting to talk about because I haven't consumed enough yet to have a very solid, valuable opinion. Like if I try to have an opinion on things that are like really based on intellectual um, facts, it's going to come a whole bunch of bravado and nonsense out of me. So I better save myself that shame, and I just keep it lighthearted and fun. And that's why lately in the OP group I've been known as making like funny jokes and like sticking my nose on more like hearted subjects, because I really am afraid of showing my intellectual opinions on that on OP system and being deemed as stupid, as dumb. And in a way I am afraid maybe of the TIs because they straight up tell you you're stupid, you're dumb. Um, Not so much with double deciders, but the IPs, the TI IPs, like I really tend to stay away from them when I don't have anything intellectual to say, because I'm afraid that they find out that I am stupid and I don't want to be put on that category, on that blacklist. And yeah, that's basically what having NT Daemon, in this case an ITE Daemon Blast, is, at least in my experience, or feels like. And it's not so much about communicating the important stuff, because I know that there are stuff that is important and I need to communicate through. I get through the other side, even though I don't want to do it. I get through the other side and I am able to make myself accountable and hold myself accountable and be made responsible for that shit. But when it comes to expressing my own intellectual opinions on stuff, yeah, that's when shit gets down, and it makes me feel depressed. And maybe that's one of the things that also keeps me stuck in a way. Like I'm afraid to show the world how little to no knowledge I have on things. So yeah. So I guess that's all, and see you guys in the next video. Of course, if you have something to say on the subject, please let me know. So we are going to see ourselves on the next video, I guess. Sorry for ending this video in a very awkward note, but that, like, it really triggered that shit really triggers some unsolved demons, and maybe I'm in a demon state right now because of that. So maybe I need to put more emphasis on that. I need to put more thought on that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta show your awkwardness a little bit, so you can have an outside perspective of what the problem might be. So well, that's all. See you. Bye.